Hey everybody, this is NCSO7 here, and welcome to another review video. So, this time I thought I'd talk about Horizon Zero Dawn, as Forbidden West is coming out sometime this year, hopefully. So, I thought, why not do a review on Horizon Zero Dawn. So, let's not even delay it, let's go right into this with, of course, the presentation, which is pretty nice. So, I'll explain. So, the basic idea is that it takes place in the future, although humanity lost most of its technology, so it still kind of feels like the Stone Age a little bit, with all these tribes and whatnot to survive in this world full of machines. Which is really cool because it kind of blends both, like, the old Stone Age kind of idea, like, style with a machine-like style as well. So, I really like that idea. It does kind of feel a little bit odd at times, but it still looks really good. And of course, the way the game runs is really good too. It, of course, runs at 1080p, though it does only run at 30 FPS, which does make some sense. There are some graphics settings in the game, so you can make it better, accustomed to your own choosing. So, honestly, I wouldn't say the game really looks bad at all. It looks really nice, though it could definitely have looked a little better, but it's not really that big of a deal. Conceptually and artistically, it looks really nice. So, it's got that. But now moving on to the story, I'm not going to say too much about the story since I've already said enough, but I will say, basically you play as Aloy, I'm just bad at pronouncing stuff, and you basically got to survive in this world of machinery and figure out what's going on, and there's a bunch of story and whatnot. It's pretty good, honestly, for what it is, even if it's not the best thing ever. But yeah, story gets a pass. Although I wasn't super interested in the story, it was still good from what I saw. But of course, this is a game, so let's talk about that game aspect regarding gameplay. So the game is an open world game, but it's also kind of an open world RPG, as you fight monsters, machines in this case, occasionally humans and other stuff, and you gain experience and whatnot. Now, you can fight in a variety of different ways. You can use like a sword with more melee combat, or you can use like a bow and arrow for more aerial and like more projectile-based combat. It feels really good, and it just works really well. Now, I will admit the gameplay could have been better for combat. Like, I don't know, it could have felt a little more fluid, but maybe it's the frame rate, or maybe it's just me, but I think it could have been a little better. Hopefully Forbidden West can do it. I don't know how to describe it exactly, but I feel like the gameplay could have just been a slightly bit ironed out. But it's not a big deal at all. It was still a really fun game, and traversing the world is really fun as well. The only real thing I would complain about, though, in terms of traversal, is the simple fact that I wish you could teleport around the world a lot easier without having to get a certain item, but it's not the biggest deal ever, but it is a little annoying when you keep in mind how big the world really is, so yeah. But gameplay wise though, the game is really good. I would recommend the game solely for gameplay because it's really good, though it could definitely be much better. And control wise, the game was completely fine with controls. And regarding its content, I mean, the game was like $15 when I got it, and it's got a crap load of content. It was like 40 hours to beat the game for me, so you've got plenty of content there. And music-wise, the music's alright. I don't think the music's really outstanding. There wasn't anything that really did stand out, but the music that was there was alright. So it gets that, at least. And now to kind of end this review, I know this was a short review, but that's because I don't really have a lot to say. It's a very good game, but it's definitely a game that has its flaws. So, on my scale of 0 to 10, I give this game a 7.5 out of 10. I think the game is really good at the end of the day, but it has enough issues such as gameplay that could have been a little better, as well as presentation being a little bit more smooth, that could have made the game a little bit more fluid, as well as potentially better music, but I don't know. That's at least what I think, and hopefully Forbidden West can fix some of these issues as well. Especially given that it'll be on PS5, so it should run at least somewhat better. And maybe gameplay can be more ironed out. I don't know. That's personally what I think, though. But what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with this, or do you not? Let me know in the comments below. And if you guys want to hear me talk more about Horizon Zero Dawn or Forbidden West, well, I wouldn't subscribe, but you know, you could subscribe. Even if you didn't like this video, please still consider subscribing and let me know what you guys think of the game. And if you guys are excited for Forbidden West, and if you guys are going to pre-order it like I'm going to once pre-orders eventually go up. And with that being said, this is NCSO7 signing out. Peace!